Have you ever stopped to consider how some of your daily habits might be distancing you from the tranquility and wisdom you seek? In our relentless pursuit of a safe harbor amidst life's storms, we often find ourselves lost in strategies that, far from aiding us, sink us deeper into chaos. Inspired by the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, we set out to identify and eliminate behaviors that, though common, are true barriers on the path to emotional self-sufficiency and intellectual clarity. Prepare to confront and rethink 10 anti-Stoic behaviors that might be silently undermining your ability to live with purpose, balance, and serenity. Discover how small shifts in your mindset can open doors to a life of greater emotional control, clarity of thought, and above all, inner peace. And hey, before we begin, if you're keen on cultivating your wisdom, join our community to evolve together by pressing the subscribe button below and activating the notification bell. Now, let's delve into the video. 1. Yielding to impulse over reason. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Sun Tzu. This wisdom, bestowed upon us by the legendary strategist Sun Tzu, holds a profound truth that resonates deeply, especially in today's fast-paced world. It whispers to us of a strength that isn't flashy or immediate, but quiet and enduring. Have you ever found yourself at the crossroads of decision, where every fiber of your being screams for action, yet something within urges you to halt, to breathe, to contemplate? This, my friends, is the essence of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that champions the power of introspection, of stepping back from the precipice of impulsive reactions to find solace in the fortress of our own rationality. Now, imagine this. You're engulfed in the throes of a heated argument, or perhaps at the brink of making a decision that could alter the course of your life. The urge to act, to speak, to decide is almost unbearable. But then you remember the pause. This simple act of taking a step back, of allowing yourself a moment of silence amidst the cacophony of life, is incredibly powerful. It's in this pause that we find clarity, as if the tumultuous seas of our thoughts suddenly calm, allowing us to see the lighthouse guiding us to safety. Why, you might wonder, is this pause so transformative? It's because in that brief hiatus from the rush of emotions, we allow ourselves the luxury of reason. Stoicism isn't about suppressing our feelings. Rather, it's about acknowledging them and then deciding which will lead to the most virtuous outcome. This pause, this moment of reflection, is our stronghold against the siege of impulsiveness. It's a testament to our strength, a beacon of our ability to choose reason over recklessness. So how do we cultivate this ability? How do we make the pause not just a reaction but a habit? The answer lies in practice. Begin with small moments, small decisions. Each time you feel the surge of an impulse, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, is this action in alignment with my principles? Will it lead to the outcome I truly desire? It's in these questions, in this introspection, that we find our path. Let's bring this into our everyday lives. The next time you're faced with a challenge, whether it's a dispute with a loved one, a professional decision, or simply the choice of how to spend your day, embrace the pause. Let it be the moment where you choose not just the easy path, but the right one. Let it remind you that the greatest victories in life are those won without a battle, through the quiet strength of reason and reflection. In closing, I invite you to ponder on this. What battles within your own life can be won without conflict? How can the power of the pause transform not just the decisions you make, but the very fabric of your being? Embrace this journey of introspection and reason, and let it lead you to a life of tranquility, virtue, and, ultimately, victory. 2. External validation, seeking. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "It is not the opinion of others that confers tranquility, but that which comes from your reasoned choice. Imagine for a moment a marketplace where people's worth is evaluated solely based on the whims of others. It's a chaotic scene, isn't it? Now contrast that with the serene landscape of self-awareness and inner validation. Here, amidst the tranquil gardens of introspection, our true worth blossoms. When we rely on external validation, we subject ourselves to the unpredictable winds of others' opinions. But when we turn inward, we tap into a wellspring of self-recognition and appreciation. It's like discovering a hidden gem within ourselves, a treasure trove of qualities that define our unique essence. So, let's embark on a journey of self-discovery. Let's cultivate a garden of self-worth, nurturing it with the waters of self-compassion and sunlight of self-acceptance. When we recognize our own value, we no longer seek approval from outside sources. Instead, we stand tall in our authenticity, radiating confidence and inner strength. Remember, you are not a commodity to be traded on the fluctuating market of others' opinions. Your worth is inherent, immutable, and invaluable. It's time to look inward, embrace your worth, and shine brightly as the magnificent being you are. 3. Dwelling on the past or future. Focus on the moment, not on the monsters that may or may not lie ahead. Seneca. In the realm of existence, the present moment stands as our sovereign territory, the sole dominion where our influence reigns supreme. Worrying over bygone yesterdays or uncertain tomorrows amounts to surrendering our most precious treasure, the here and now. Consider this. As we dwell in the embrace of this very moment, we hold the reins of our destiny, sculpting our reality with every choice, every action, every thought. The past, immutable and enshrined in memory, serves as a guidepost, not a shackle, offering lessons to inform our path forward. And the future, an ethereal landscape yet to unfold, beckons us with promise and possibility. But it is in the present where seeds of intention blossom into fruition. Reflect on your power, your agency, your ability to shape the narrative of your life. Embrace the present as your canvas, a blank slate awaiting the strokes of your creativity, the hues of your passion, the masterful strokes of your will. For it is in this sacred moment that dreams take flight, goals crystallize into reality, and the symphony of existence plays out in harmonious cadence. So I ask you, why squander the precious gift of now, ensnared in the tendrils of regret or ensnared by the spectre of uncertainty? Instead, seize this moment with both hands, imbue it with purpose, infuse it with gratitude, and watch as the tapestry of your life unfolds in breathtaking splendor. For in the grand tapestry of existence, the present moment stands as the warp and weft, weaving together the threads of past and future into the masterpiece of your being. Embrace it, cherish it, and wield its power with grace and intention. For in the present lies the true essence of life's majesty, waiting to be discovered, savored, and celebrated. 4. Harbor resentment. To carry anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Buddha. Imagine carrying the burden of resentment, its weight pressing down upon your spirit, constraining your freedom, and poisoning your well-being. Each grudge, each grievance, each lingering hurt forms invisible chains that bind us to the past, imprisoning our hearts and souls in a relentless cycle of pain. Yet, in the act of forgiveness, we shatter these chains, breaking free from the shackles of anger and resentment. We release ourselves from the prison of bitterness, granting ourselves the gift of liberation and healing. Forgiveness is not an act of condoning or forgetting the wrongs done unto us, Rather, it is a courageous choice to transcend the pain, to rise above the hurt, and to reclaim our power over our own lives. It is a declaration of our inherent worthiness, a testament to our capacity for compassion and empathy. When we forgive, we untether ourselves from the past, opening our hearts to love, to joy, and to the boundless possibilities of the present moment. We relinquish the need for vengeance, embracing instead the transformative power of grace and mercy. In forgiving others, we also forgive ourselves, releasing the self-imposed burdens of guilt and shame that weigh us down. We embrace our imperfections, our humanity, and our capacity for growth, recognizing that true strength lies not in holding on to resentments, but in letting them go. So, I ask you, what chains of bitterness do you carry within you? What would it feel like to unshackle yourself from their weight and embrace the freedom that forgiveness brings? As you contemplate these questions, remember that forgiveness is not merely a gift we bestow upon others. It is, above all, a gift we give to ourselves. 5. Embrace gratitude and abundance. Envy is the ulcer of the soul. Socrates. Succumbing to envy and jealousy corrodes the very fabric of our being, eating away at our inner peace and contentment. Instead, let us choose to rejoice in the success of others, recognizing that their triumphs do not detract from our own radiance. Each of us walks a distinct path, radiant in its own right. Reflect on the wisdom of Socrates' words. Envy, like a festering wound, eats away at the soul, poisoning our thoughts and emotions. Yet when we shift our focus from comparison to celebration, we unlock the door to gratitude and abundance. Consider this: every achievement, every victory, every moment of success is a testament to the boundless potential that resides within each of us. Rather than allowing envy to cloud our perception, let us bask in the glow of others' accomplishments, knowing that their light does not diminish our own. So I implore you, cultivate a spirit of gratitude and abundance within yourself. Celebrate the successes of those around you, knowing that their joy adds to the richness of your own life. As you do so, you'll find that envy fades into the background, replaced by a deep sense of fulfillment and interconnectedness with all of humanity. 6. The fear of failure. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Nelson Mandela. Failure is merely a milestone on the path to greatness, a mentor whose teachings are priceless. It's not about falling down, but about rising up stronger each time. Instead of seeing it as a roadblock, view it as a detour guiding you towards your ultimate destination. Every setback is an opportunity for growth, a chance to refine your skills and fortify your resolve. Think about it. Did Thomas Edison see his countless experiments that didn't result in a working light bulb as failures, or as necessary steps toward his eventual success? Did J.K. Rowling consider her numerous rejection letters as setbacks, or as fuel to keep pursuing her dreams until she became a household name? Failure is not the end of the road, it's a bend that leads to a new path. Embrace it, learn from it, and use it as motivation to keep pushing forward. After all, the greatest triumphs often arise from the ashes of defeat. So, instead of fearing failure, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow stronger because of it? Let failure be your guide, not your deterrent. 7. Avoidance of discomfort. Comfort is the enemy of achievement. Farrah Gray. Growth blossoms from the soil of challenge. Embrace discomfort as a sign of imminent expansion of your capabilities and comprehension. Instead of shying away from difficulties, welcome them as opportunities for personal evolution. Think about it. When a seed is planted deep in the ground, it must struggle against the earth before it can emerge as a thriving plant. Similarly, when faced with challenges, It's not about avoiding them, but about confronting them head-on and allowing them to catalyze your growth. Consider the discomfort you feel when you're learning something new or stepping outside of your comfort zone. Rather than seeing it as a barrier, perceive it as a sign that you're stretching beyond your current limits. Just like a muscle grows stronger when subjected to resistance, your mind and skills develop when faced with challenges. Imagine if every time you encountered discomfort, you greeted it with enthusiasm, knowing that it's a precursor to your expansion. Instead of retreating to the familiar, you boldly step into the unknown, eager to see what lies on the other side. So the next time you feel discomfort creeping in, ask yourself, how can I use this as an opportunity for growth? What can I learn from this experience? Embrace the challenge, for within it lies the potential for greatness. 8. Attachment to material possessions. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. The pursuit of material wealth frequently results in a depleted spirit. Treasure experiences and connections above possessions. Instead of solely focusing on accumulating wealth and possessions, prioritize the richness of life found in experiences and relationships. Consider this. A lavish mansion may provide comfort and luxury, but it cannot compare to the warmth of a shared moment with loved ones around a simple dinner table. A shiny new car may turn heads, but it pales in comparison to the joy of exploring new places with friends or family. Think about the memories you cherish most. Are they centered around the things you own or the experiences you've shared with others? More often than not, it's the moments of laughter, love, and connection that leave a lasting impression on our hearts. So, instead of chasing after material possessions, invest your time and energy in nurturing meaningful relationships and creating unforgettable experiences. Cultivate a life rich in love, laughter, and adventure, because in the end, it's not the size of your bank account that matters, but the depth of your relationships and the richness of your experiences that truly enrich your life. 9. Neglect of self-reflection. The unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates. Consistent self-examination nurtures self-awareness, the foundation upon which virtue flourishes. Dedicate moments to engage in introspection, for it is within this internal dialogue that wisdom blossoms. Instead of letting life pass by without pause, take deliberate moments to reflect on your thoughts, actions, and emotions. Think about it, just as a gardener tends to their plants, nurturing them with care and attention, so too must you tend to your inner self. By regularly examining your thoughts and behaviors, you cultivate a deeper understanding of who you are and what drives you. This self-awareness allows you to make more conscious choices aligned with your values and goals. Imagine if you approached each day with a sense of mindfulness, taking time to check in with yourself and assess how you're truly feeling. Through this practice, you develop a greater sense of clarity and insight into your own motivations and desires. So make self-reflection a regular part of your routine. Set aside moments of quiet contemplation to connect with your inner self. Ask yourself probing questions and listen attentively to the answers that arise. Embrace the wisdom that emerges from this dialogue and let it guide you towards a more fulfilling and virtuous life. 10. The illusion of control over external events. Some things are in our control and others not. Epictetus. Recognizing and embracing the boundaries of our influence liberates us to concentrate on what genuinely holds significance, our deeds, perspectives, and values. Instead of expending energy on things beyond our control, we redirect our focus towards aspects of life where we can make a tangible difference. Consider this. How often do we find ourselves fretting over circumstances or outcomes that are entirely out of our hands? By acknowledging that we cannot always dictate external events, we free ourselves from the burdens of undue worry and stress. Instead, we channel our efforts into areas where we have agency, our actions, attitudes, and principles. Imagine if, instead of being consumed by anxiety over things we cannot change, we invested that energy into living in alignment with our values and beliefs. By doing so, we not only cultivate a greater sense of inner peace, but also become more effective agents of positive change in the world around us. So let go of the illusion of control over external factors and focus instead on nurturing the qualities that define who you are. Choose to act with integrity, cultivate a positive mindset, and uphold principles that reflect your deepest convictions. In doing so, you'll discover a newfound sense of freedom and fulfillment that comes from living authentically and purposefully. As we come to the end of our journey together, we see not just an expanded horizon of knowledge, but an invitation to personal transformation. Throughout this path, we've explored the 110 anti-Stoic behaviors that, often unbeknownst to us, distance us from the serenity and wisdom we deeply seek. Every step taken towards eliminating these habits is not just a step towards self-discovery, but also towards freedom. Remember, the Stoic journey isn't about achieving perfection, it's about constant progress. It's about recognizing our flaws, learning from them, and above all, persevering. It's not an overnight transformation, but a continuous commitment to our personal betterment. Friends, join us on our journey of self-discovery and growth through Stoicism. Let us know in the comments how Stoicism has been helping in your life. Subscribe now to learn how to find serenity and inner strength amidst life's challenges.